Welcome to ShaysCraftShed. If you like DIY crafting ideas as much as I do, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to follow along here with me at ShaysCraftShed for any new videos. We are going to do a Christmas sign this time, and I had a piece of wood that I put black chalk paint on, and I sanded it down, and so it looked a little rough. And the printable that I had, I printed it on my inkjet. It did not, I printed it in black and white. It came in color, but I printed it in black and white. It was not as flat. I tore around the edges, so it didn't look so perfect, that piece of paper. I tore the edges around it. I put a little bit of water around the edges, and then just gently made a tear around the edge. And then here the edges were not as flat as I wanted them, so I took my little mini iron and some wax paper and ironed the photo down, just so it made it a little bit more flat. And then I put Mod Podge on my piece of wood, and I let it dry thoroughly before I put my printable on it, and it didn't stick as well as I wanted it to, so I put some more Mod Podge on the back of the printable again, and then put that on the wood surface. And I let it all dry thoroughly. I ended up also putting some more Mod Podge around the edges of it and letting that dry. I just didn't want the edges to come unstuck from the wood. So this was just an extra measure on that. The paper did actually pretty well. Usually on napkins, sometimes they can tear if you're not careful when decoupaging. But this worked out pretty well. It's a new technique for me, and I wasn't sure how it was going to turn out, but it turned out pretty good. So I'm putting on the Mod Podge on the back of the printable, and I'm going to center that, not all the way center, because I think I want to put a bow on the top part of it, so I left a little bit of extra room. And then I flattened it out and used my hand to get some of the wrinkles out. And here's the bow. I had this left over from last year, this ribbon, and I had a flower with a pine cone, Christmassy, and this is how it turned out. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you would like more crafting ideas, hit subscribe, follow along, and thank you so much for supporting my small business.